Hello Aries, and welcome to your day. Thanks for being here. If you're new, thank you for joining me. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Moving into our horoscope, today is going to be a 2-day, just so you know, the 11th and the 12th. So starting with the 11th, we are in a waning crescent moon, rest and restore. Do not push any new ideals right now. That will literally be for tomorrow. So while the moon is still waning, it has transitioned from Scorpio into Sagittarius. And the takeaway when the moon is in Sagittarius is that you're gonna possibly feel this need for extra variety in your life. You know, there's going to be a desire to maybe roam and get out of the house a little bit, to get and see new scenery, get a new perspective on things. And the thing to be watchful of is that you may actually feel restless, and you may feel a little restricted if you're being limited in your freedom to roam. So just try to initiate some little things like changing your makeup, changing the way you do your hair, or just moving a few things around the house, and maybe that'll keep you from getting too much stress and anxiety if this affects you, which it might. So moving into your horoscope for the 11th, the main thing that I am seeing here for you today is that when it comes to health and fitness and everything going on inside your body and your mind as to how are you going to organize and straighten out both yourself mentally and physically and just emotionally around your house and in your car and at your desk and anywhere where you're just thinking, I need a little bit more organization, a little bit more structure. Know that this is a good time to make good choices. And that can seem a little cliche, but it's really not, because, sometimes it's a good time to make impulsive choices. Sometimes it's a good time to not make any choices at all. But the thing that I would say here is that things can seem chaotic. Okay, life happens. Life is always a little chaotic. So you may be looking for something to alleviate some chaos in your life. But if you really think about what you want and focus on what is a quote unquote good option for you right now, and not just the most, not just the easiest or the one that you might want the most, but which one is actually a good choice to fit your life, there is a potential for some real success there, to maybe give and take with your own self and with your own emotions, and pick the most viable good choice and not just the one that's the prettiest. So that's what I have for you for the 11th. Moving into the 12th, we have some really exciting news. On the 12th, that is the beginning of our new moon cycle. So during the beginning, the new moon of the moon cycle, it is time for us to finally think to ourselves, what do I want to bring into reality over the next 28 days? What is going to make me feel good? What do I want to push out into the universe? If you've been slacking on getting your New Year's resolutions going, maybe this is why. Maybe you were just waiting for the new moon, because now is really the best time to do it. Not January 1st, that wasn't a new moon, but now. So what I mean by setting my intentions, what I mean is that when you wake up or when you hear this, okay, it might be halfway through the day or that evening, but take a moment, give yourself a legit 5 minutes at least to think about what, if you could make one thing happen for yourself in the next 28 days, what would it be? Seriously, what would it be? Me personally, it would probably be to clean out my closet. Okay, no lie, that thing is a mess. So for you, I don't know what it would be, but think of something that is actually a little bit difficult that you haven't been giving yourself time for, and just focus on it. Focus on it today, focus on it tomorrow, because the 12th and the 13th are going to be your new moon. After that, it's going to be time to start some action. But so for the next 2 days, you need to come up with that game plan. Come up with that item, not a list, okay? Not a list. This is an item. And this could even be something more spiritual. It could be something more emotional. It could be something more mental. It could even be something more physical, like literally going out and doing. It could be trying to start a new company or a new brand. It could be working on a piece of art. It could be starting an exercise routine or taking time for yourself once a day to allow yourself to have that 10 minutes before the kids get off the bus or something. It could be, I don't know what, but it could literally be anything. But the point is that you want one thing, one truly big thing that you're going to say, okay, self, this is my intention for the next 28 days. This would be a big deal if in 28 days it was either completed or implemented. All right? So during this time, for the next 2 days, please, at some point, give yourself that 5 minutes. And I would really, really encourage you to do it today, because give yourself the 5 minutes today, and then tomorrow, okay, when it's still a new moon, I want you to reintroduce this back into your mindset, all right? Maybe even write it down. That would be so good. Write it down. I really encourage that. So take what you've written down, and then you're going to read it again tomorrow. But we're getting ahead of ourselves today. Just get that in your mind. So I think I've explained that pretty good. I don't want this video to be too long. If you have any questions, please comment them. I would love to answer any questions you have about this, okay? I'm very passionate about it. But moving into your horoscope, we're still in Sagittarius. We are in a new moon, okay? And what I'm seeing here for you that I'm being called to talk to you about deals with communication in social circumstances and the commitments that come along with anything that you're dealing with there. So the social aspect that I'm seeing, the way that your mind and your communication is going, it seems as if there is like a new journey there, which is kind of ironic because, hello, new moon. And maybe your item has something to do with something social, not in your house, but outside of your house. But this could also have something to do with like really basic known facts, or something like your siblings or your neighborhood, things you're really familiar with. That's really what I'm trying to get across with. It's something that you're very familiar with, that you communicate with and you interact with on a daily basis. And maybe something that's always on your mind, or something that you're always thinking about how to improve. Okay? When it comes to dealing with these social situations, know that it is a good time to reflect on past nostalgic memories, moments in the past that have been positive with this person or with these people or with this moment or this item in your life, this thing that you're having, I don't want to say conflict, because that's probably not the right word, but the thing in your life that you're dealing with, that you're starting this new phase with, just make sure that you're bringing some past positivity into it so that you can use that kind of innocent mindset, so that going forward on this mini journey with these people or with this item in your life, that you have the most purest of intentions. Sometimes we have the most eager of intentions. Sometimes we have the most passionate intentions, the most driven intentions. This time, I would like for you to be like a blank slate, but not a total blank slate, like a blank slate with a big smiley face on it, okay? Just like really kind of be like calm, even keel, no expectations, but the expectation that something good is going to come out of this. Any more aggressiveness than that, Aries, as you've been known to be a little pushy sometimes, it could stir the pot. So just be careful how you start new ventures with friends and with your community. And make sure that you're innocently just giving yourself a really positive starting point. All right, that's all I have for you today. If you've made it to the end of this video, please subscribe. You are a trooper. And I will see you tomorrow.